Oh, great. Now I can't see. Let's turn that off. Hey, everyone! Oh, there you go. Here, I'll let you guys jam out to this one for a minute. If you didn't see the intro, here is the official intro.
If you're watching this, I'm dead.
There's no way you actually recorded that solo talk, boss. I'm sure you guys have seen this already, but it's still epic. We're going to watch it to start off our New Game Plus.
We are done, you and I.
Still love this fight sequence. It's like 10 minutes long. What's going on, Aaron? Welcome, King Void. Hey, Jason, Dragon Lord, Dog Boss, Darren Wolverine.
Disappointment, a failure.
Hey, Crackagagoom! Thank you so much, Corregno.
You spent years trying to fight this war, and for what? Corruption still flourishes in Gotham, lurking in every shadow.
You don't need that mask. I know it's you. Ra's al Ghul.
You allowed this blasphemy, this sacrilege. Did you think you could keep it from me?
Harlem streets will not save Gotham from his reckoning. Not now!
This city is still under my protection.
It's like I was telling people, like, yeah, in the opening, Bruce goes down, but he don't go down no bitch.
No one's coming to help you.
I'll deal with you myself.
My father! It will be over soon!
You talk too much.
Like, they really scripted this fight out. Like, they knew what people wanted to see when you turned this game on. Rocket chair!
You should know by now that you cannot defeat me! I am eternal!
I mean, Rod turned his sword into a lightsaber.
The world is under honor and granted you!
I literally said the answer to that, Tevia, and you already asked it on the other side.
I made you my heir. But the lessons which you might have survived even this.
Unlike you, I'm not afraid of dying. I'd rather keep my humanity.
Oh, I love you too, Coyote Sensei. Well, I appreciate you watching for this many years. One last moment to look at his kids. All-Star vibes? Yeah, I was feeling that at New 52. The way it was like no underwear exterior. Well, I appreciate the follow.
You'll be dead before they get here. Your precious family. I will slaughter them one by one. And when they have drawn their last breaths, I will burn the city to the ground.
So I wanted to get the platinum to this. I figured you guys could come for the journey with me. We'll no, I meant to stream yesterday, but I ran super late, guys. I'm trying to get back to streaming Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the last 2 weeks have been insane for us. I've been going non-stop.
Their city now.
But now I had a few days to relax and I feel good. This intro is so long. Yep, murder-suicide.
If you're watching this, I'm dead. This is a code black. This message was automatically triggered when I destroyed the cave and everything it contained.
Hey, I wish 4-player co-op was in this.
I know what's coming won't be easy.
There.
But then, nothing we do is easy. I've prepared for it as best as I can. I know you have too. I'm sorry it's come to this.
Oh, Batman kills all the time. I think it's the stupidest argument ever. I mean, you literally look at any movie he kills. You look at any old comic he kills. I think it's better. I think the better idea of Batman doesn't kill is that Batman tries his damnedest to not kill. He will do everything he can to prevent it from happening. I feel like that's the best way to do it because it's impossible for a man with no powers to not be killing.
Batman is gone. trusted us since Jim died.
You are clear to engage.
I'm leaving you the Belfry as the base of operations. Some of the technology is outdated, but it has the gear you need and all of my files.
Many of you knew Bruce from Gotham's celebrity pages. A handsome, charming billionaire. And he was that.
Exactly. I'm not gonna kill you, but I don't have to say
More than a headline. He was my nephew. He was a friend, a mentor, and a benefactor to those of us gathered here today. And to those of you who didn't know him as we did, I want to tell you this. Bruce was Gotham. He loved this city more than he loved anything. He was a protector to this city. He worked tirelessly behind the scenes to bring justice and equality.
Oh, 100%. Battle for the
There's
Cow is
nothing
definitely
he
where this one
wouldn't
should
do.
go.
No project he wouldn't champion if he thought Gotham would benefit. And I think in remembering that, we remember Bruce as he truly was.
You've always had my back when I needed you.
I do feel like this game needed more villains, and I do feel like this game at one point was supposed to be a live service, like they were going to add more villains to it. So I'm hoping we get some post-launch content, honestly. But the game's been out a week now, so it could go either way. Oh, we have all my costumes on from the last game.
How's Alfred?
What you'd expect. Took him 3 years to agree to a vacation, and Bruce turned up dead.
All right, we're going to skip this part because this is just the what should we do? Pick your starting character kind of a thing. No, because that was Bruce Wayne's funeral, not Batman's funeral. That's why they didn't show up. And they're talked about in the emails and stuff. Not in a game that hasn't been done.
Gotham University, so I'm looking for a professor?
Kirk Langstrom. The half-finished file was big on Batman's radar. And that usually means something bad.
I'll keep my eyes open for any clues.
So what I'm thinking about doing going forward, guys, is my goal is to go live Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to abide by the same rule that if I have something going on, I'm not going to, like, push out of my way because I'm not a streamer, but I really like streaming and hanging out with you guys. Does that make sense? Like, that I don't consider my... Because a streamer would be here no matter what on those particular days. I will be here no matter what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I just do this for fun. I don't consider myself a streamer. I haven't in 3 years since I stopped streaming consistently. What does that do?
Oh, no.
Langstrom is no longer among the living. Any idea where his office is?
But I do like streaming with you guys and having fun with this. So like today's my little short one to kind of get things going, and I'm going to try to pick a day in the middle of the week plus the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. My goal is to have 4 days that I go live for a minimum of 3 hours unless something comes up in my life. What happened, the reason you haven't seen me Friday and Saturday is because for Gotham Knights, Black Adam, Super Sons, and we did Black Panther stuff too in the background so you guys can't see yet. And to get ready for Halloween, I have been working non-stop for almost 3 days straight. So when Thursday night finally hit, I just took that off, took Friday off, and then Saturday I meant to go live, but they moved I'm in a mountain bike group with Houston and a few others. We moved it later in the day because it's like 30 degrees in the morning, so we can't go in the mornings anymore, so I have to figure out a better way to do Saturday. But my goal is going to be go to live about this time, about lunchtime, because that's normally when I'm done with normal work. If I'm done for the day, this is when it would be.
Have you found anything, Robin? I've got absolute jack shit here.
There's something here for sure. I just need to piece it all together.
I tried it for those who are wondering. I did do this for like 3 or 4 years consistently. We had a 6-day-a-week schedule, and
I'm fine, Red Hood.
I don't know. Just something about doing 8 hours a day, that many days a week, just wasn't as much fun in the end.
This is clearly where
I have more fun doing stuff on YouTube and stuff.
The GCPD abandoned the scene pretty quickly. Do they just not? Langstrom appears to have been attacked at his workstation. Blood loss was significant.
Night biking? Oh hell no! I normally do morning, and now it's just whenever it warms up, so it's like lunchtime. They went again today, but I was like, I can't. I need to recover. I did rock climbing, and then we did a 7-mile mountain bike ride, and I needed a break today.
Why wouldn't he go to the door?
My legs hurt.
Is that a hidden door?
Yeah, it's more tiring than you would assume. And what I discovered a long time ago when I was streaming consistently for so many days a week,
a thermostat would be a smart way to hide a keypad.
Is that I would burn out like doing any other project. Like I could stream, but it was the only job that I could do basically.
There's a phone.
I couldn't really work on anything creative on YouTube. I couldn't work on anything on new projects. I couldn't do things like that.
Has a
And that's what got me.
I doubt this place is food safe. Wait, is it modded?
Thought that was it. I thought it was the calendar date.
Circled specific dates. I wonder why.
So I can press the button.
Langstrom
Oh, wait, is it this?
Buff. Maybe the release date is significant.
Or was it the movie? No. I thought it was the calendar in the thing. Oh, it can be fun, Tevye. I'm not discounting streaming every day. My issue with it was that I couldn't do anything else. No, huh? That's what I thought. I thought it was the microwave. What, these two together? But they won't let me do these two together. There we go.
There we go. Now let's see what Langstrom took this much trouble to hide.
I just had too many projects. I can do like 5 different YouTube channels, a real estate business, now a hot sauce business, and a t-shirt company. Apparently I can do all those. I just can't throw in 8 hours of streaming on top of it.
Whoa. What is all this?
And at the end of the day, I'm not going to show up streaming and just be like, guys, you need to pay me enough to make this worth me showing up. No, I just go do the things that make money and come here and have fun. Simple.
Langstrom's workstation. There must be something I can use. This could be useful.
Vicks Vapo Cream for joint pains.
If it's back here with this,
I've got like a massage gun and a few things like that I use.
Or something very bad. I'm heading out. The police missed plenty here. Some weird marks on the walls, a hidden lab. I found a hard drive that might help us figure out what Langstrom was up to.
Can't wait to decrypt that bad boy. See you soon.
I don't know why it's crashing for you, Monster. I haven't heard about too many crashes overall. My entire time playing the game, I had 2 crashes, I think, total. And that was 30 hours of gameplay. Are you doing something that's causing the crashes? I mean, I do that in games sometimes. I'll be pushing a purposeful limit so that it goes right, so it crashes on me.
It's Robin. What's he doing here?
Now's as good a night as any for the freaks to riot.
Gang activity's been ramping up without Batman around. Guess the freaks want to join the party.
They'd better cut their party short.
There's someone.
Yeah, you can ask me anything you want. I answer all questions on here. I'm confused, Jam. What's the because he's locked at 30? You're saying the joke is that that's why he's crashing. That joke doesn't even make sense. I can't use my fucking range yet. That's weird. I'm not even like trying to like defend the game, because trust me, if a game sucks, I'll definitely be all about. No, this is terrible. I really haven't heard that many crashings in general. Like that's one of the things actually I think they did a good job with, was there hasn't been too many issues. I enjoy it, Metallo. I'm on the new game plus, so I'm definitely. I mean, I could have just not played it or gone to Warframe, which is what I might swap over to in a little bit. New player friendly? Yeah, I'm literally in the tutorial. It's teaching you how to do everything. I'm just kind of rushing through it because this is New Game Plus and I've already done that.
Enjoying the fireworks.
My biggest complaint in this game is the loadout build situation. It's just weird. The gear's weird. I thought the story was pretty good. Towards the end, something that happens in it was making me like, oh, what the hell are they doing? But they fixed it. I like the direction they ended up taking it. If I pick scissors, I don't know why you were saying rock, paper, scissors.
Can anyone hear me? This is for you. That could have gone better. I mean for you.
Little out of range. That's bullshit. Gotta remember the range of these things. There, use the health pack for tutorial's sake. Gotta walk around that.
You were unbelievable.
Yeah, Sophia, I mean, most of the people that I've seen complain about the game, they're either complaining about the repetitive nature of the open world city or they're complaining about the frame rate. I haven't actually seen that many complaints about crashing or things like that. Which is a good sign in my opinion, because crashing is always the bigger issue. Doesn't matter how good your game is, if you're having bugs and crashes, that just kind of fuck.
Let's see if you'll break too.
I've had the most fun playing as probably Batgirl. I like her drone and stuff. Yeah, I mean, later game, Jason and Tim really picked up steam as to, like, I started playing a lot more of them because they just got a lot more stuff. Honestly, the best part of this game is the co-op. I really love the co-op, just goofing around with buddies and my brother and stuff like that. We had a good time with this. I don't know why they didn't Dragon Lord King of Dragons. I really don't. I do think Damien would have just fit better with the Talia Ghul and all that. You could have had so much more in-depth stuff. They seem to play on the idea that, oh, Drake was the last Robin and he's really sad because he failed Batman, but they didn't play on it really enough, in my opinion, to warrant putting him in as opposed to Damian. The Mr. Freeze fight was probably the best part of this. And he enjoyed Red Hood, but he liked Nightwing overall in the end. That's what I mean, Darkwing. There's so many things in this game that I feel like we're going to come out at some point. Like, I really feel like at one point this game was supposed to be live service, but because of what happened with Avengers, they were just like, ugh. Like, it's one of those things that just makes me be like, what could have been? You know what I mean? If this had turned into a live service, imagine introducing Batwoman, Cassandra Cain, Spoiler. You could introduce Signal, you could introduce Damian. Like, all these characters could have been introduced into the lore that they're building up inside of Gotham Knights. And it seems to lean towards live service with the way the gear works, with the way this open world city works. I mean, it almost feels like you shouldn't have been able to push the day forward. It should have been every day, here's your dailies with the crime. It's so weird. It feels like a live service that isn't a live service. Whoop, I looked at the comments. I think the game is fine the way it is, but there's just so much open-ended stuff that could have worked. Like Tim becoming Red Robin, like Damian being introduced. You could move into a whole Battle for the Cowl era. All right. You saw it, I was drinking. Live service games aren't terrible. The problem is the gaming industry started taking the concept of what a live service game was and started seeing how far they can push the boundaries of not actually providing a true live service, or how low can they produce content and things like that. When live service games first started, it was kind of a cool idea. I mean, every MMO is a live service game. Then you've got games like Destiny, which I am a fan of, that will take 4 months to give you one repeated dungeon. Like, come on. You got all these people on the team. I don't consider that a live service. If I can leave your game and come back in a year and beat everything, I don't consider that a live service. You're not doing anything to keep me in there. You know what keeps me in there? Fortnite. Because Fortnite does new shit every 2 weeks and I gotta get on and go knock it out. Naraka Blade Point keeps me in there. The Battle Royales do the best job of it. Destiny, I leave for 3 months, come back, get all the titles, call it a day. I mean, that's literally what's happening with Avengers. Imagine if Avengers had come out. I don't care about the bugs. I don't care about any of that shit. They were going to fix it eventually. But imagine if Avengers, every 2 to 3 months, we got a new hero and a new story chapter. That would have been incredible. That would have been a fun ride if they started introducing new areas, new characters on a regular basis. The worst thing about Avengers isn't that it came out buggy. It's that nothing ever came of that. Because when they brought out Kate and they brought out Hawkeye, Hawkeye, those were fun. Those were a blast to play as. Mighty Thor, even though she's a slight variation, is still fun. Spider-Man, whatever, throw him out, but Black Panther's a blast. Like, it's when you take 8 months to get to a game and the whole idea of your live service is that I'm going to keep playing it to buy costumes, then you don't give me content to come back and buy costumes.
Do you have any idea of what killed Langstrom yet?
Hard to say much.
I played Final Fantasy XIV every day for like 8 years because they knew how to bring out content. You know why I stopped playing Final Fantasy XIV? Not because the core game ended, because they kept stretching it out. They started seeing how far they can get. Oh, what if in this 2 months we'll release these 2 dungeons? And then what if we do a trial a month later? And then like, it just got to the point where why am I logging on? I could just log on in a year and play all your freaking content.
Then we'll go.
Move. I'm gonna solve this case my way.
Oh, dude, at this point, Avengers is dead. I love that game. I do think it's a lot of fun, and I still have fun with my friends once in a while. But there's not a big enough team left on that game to do it justice anymore. We're not getting story chapters. We're not getting new entire characters. They're just seeing what they can throw in to try and make back their money.
I guess. Since
Warframe had a problem for 2 years, and that's why I left Princess Jazz, which is why after we play a little bit of this, I'm going to go back to Warframe because I'm checking out what I missed. But that's exactly it. I played Warframe almost every day, or at least twice a week for a very long time, until they got super sparse in their content. And then I stopped. Genshin, don't even get me started on, because they have no idea what the hell Endgame is. I hate that, because I love Honkai, I love MiHoYo. Genshin doesn't know how to make functioning Endgame that is good. Screw that game.
I'll always be here when you need me, Master Richard. When any of you need me.
On PS4? No, I never played it on PS4. I only played it on PC.
Master Tim.
Yeah, I came back and did the beginning of the second war, or what's it? The new story. I started that up, so I'm kind of going through it. I'm gonna check it out again before my buddies come over here to do some tabletop, but we're gonna do Gotham Knights first. I want this platinum trophy.
My plan wins.
So if you're a Warframe fan, stick around because we're gonna swap over to that in about hour and a half maybe. Check out some more of that, and I'm gonna probably do some more streaming of Warframe, so I want to get caught up.
I have a list of supplies.
But I hate people that are automatically against live service and the idea of live services. The problem is just like the Battle Royale market. We all love Fortnite, but then every game became Battle Royale. Minecraft came out, every game became Minecraft. And what they started doing was seeing how little they can do to get away with making a game.
You don't think the freaks had anything to do with the murder, do you?
I agree with that, Riley. I do like Crystal Dynamics, but the problem with them is they've only done single-player games. Their first attempt at a live service should not have been the Avengers.
Every other criminal in Gotham.
All right, who do you guys want me to be? Oh, I don't think. Oh, I can swap here. Okay. Who should I be? I'm gonna swap over to whoever you guys think. I'll let you guys pick since we're going through. I tried to play it on my Steam Deck. I gotta fix the controls because I've never used a controller on that Dragon Lord, and that was like, what the fuck is going on? Batgirl again? Drake? Red Hood? Okay, you got, I have one for each. Magic bullets.
Seems strange, doesn't it, that Dr. Langstrom
Barbara, Red Hood.
single external drive.
God, you guys are all over the place.
It's notoriously easy to hack. Whatever's on that drive,
I'm seeing more Red Hood. Couple Robin, couple Barbara. Based on these votes, we'll go Red Hood, Barbara, back to Robin, okay? I like how no one's picking Nightwing.
Langstrom's secret lab was kind of creepy, but also really cool. What about the quarry? Did you find anything interesting there?
If by interesting you mean useless piles of rocks in an abandoned site.
Yeah, crossplay got me a little excited, Dragon. But like, I agree. Who said that about the free-to-play?
Square one.
Free-to-play is the same way. Everyone thinks that free-to-play is a bad thing. It's not. Yeah, there's three things that I hate and I love at the same time. I hate people's automatic assumption that free-to-play is going to be a terrible game. I hate people's automatic assumption that live service automatically is going to be a bad game. And I hate people that automatically assume app games are trash. Because for every trash game you find on here, I can tell you a solid good game to play on your phone. I've got like 3 of them I'm playing right now: Honkai, Arkanites, and Punishing Grey Ravens.
Maybe you'd be dead too.
I guess we'll never know.
No, I don't think this game will ever go to Xbox One, Aaron. They canceled those. They canceled the last generation ones.
We'll share it. We're a team, Jason.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Brave Frontier. Wow, that went forever. I guess I can't swap. I guess we're Tim for a minute here, guys. Sorry. We'll go Tim, and then we'll go Red Hood, and then we'll go Barbara.
It could be something he made himself.
Anthem was a live service that failed. Just because it's a live service, you want to know what's weird? Ubisoft, in my opinion, does their live services properly for the most part. Rainbow Six Extraction, what the hell is even going on with that game? You finally had a hit in that, like, it was Rainbow Six, but it wasn't. It was single player. It was PvE, not PvP, and you decided to just let it run into the ground. What is wrong with them? Why? But the Assassin's Creed live services actually work. I've re-downloaded Assassin's Creed Valhalla so many times, bought a new costume, run around for 5 or 6 hours in the new content. I've done the roguelike dungeons, the repeated raiding adventures. I've done all the new adventures. Like it worked, and it was consistent. And that's the thing with a live service. You can do a live service. You can consistently give me content, but you need to crank it out. And if you don't want developer burnout, you either hire a massive team to do it, that's plan one, or you don't do a live service. Like, I got so pissed off at, when, Destiny 2 decided to do the latest raid, the day one raid on a Friday. And when they were called out as to why they were doing a day one raid on a Friday, the community manager's response was, well, you guys keep telling us not to burn out, so we're gonna make sure our team can have the weekend off. And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Hire more people. Give them overtime. Your player base plays on the weekends because they have jobs. If you're supposed to supply entertainment, you don't take Friday off. You don't do that. You work on a Saturday, you pay overtime, you give them Monday off. You don't just go, oh, we're gonna work on Friday so they can be back in on Monday strong. What? Oh yeah, she was like, oh yeah, you don't want us to have burnout, so we're just gonna make sure we don't have burnout. We're gonna do it this way. We're gonna do the raid event on Fridays. You're gonna start Friday at like 9 a.m. Are you kidding? And you're giving people like a week's notice, so people who have to be at a job, a normal 9-to-5 job, now have to request it off to go play a video game all day because you wanted to have your weekend off when your entire thing is entertainment that people do on the weekends. You know, I thought about putting it on very easy to get through this in a hurry, but I don't think I'm going to need to.
There goes some fool in a costume.
I have a love-hate relationship with Ubisoft, too. I love some of the things they do, but at the same time, I have no idea what they're doing half the time. Guy on Twitch. I mean, Princess Jazz, like the extraction situation. You mean to tell me you finally had a PvE Rainbow Six game and you're using characters that I love from Siege, and you just can't come out with content? Half of the content's already made. It's already in Siege. You can't even give me new operators. They're in Siege. You're not even making new guys. Like, come on. You have every map from Siege. Make a map and extraction for it. What are you doing here?
Do you need me to pick up a pizza?
The hard drive from Langstrom's lab requires a biodecryption key.
But see, that happens, Riley, and that's fine. That doesn't discount a good or bad live service. I go through those waves. I'm not playing Destiny right now. I'm just giving it time to get me a bunch of content, and I'm playing Cyberpunk finally.
Sounds good.
Which I hadn't played, which, by the way, is amazing now. Because I heard all the bugs when it came out, and I just didn't touch it. Can I warp back? Division's a great idea. That's another one where it's just like, why are you not making content? I can't fast travel there yet. Isn't Watch Dogs technically? Nah, Watch Dogs isn't live service. They never tried it with that one. That was just your normal DLC style. It's the weirdest thing. The best live services, in all honesty, that I play are freaking mobile games. Punishing Gray Ravens gives us brand new content, a new unit, a new story, a new collectible thing to do. All of that on a monthly basis with full cutscenes, full voice acting, the whole 9 yards. And that one is not like primarily mobile. You can play it on your PC technically through a bunch of app stuff, but it's mobile. Hawkeye does the same thing. At least that one has a PC client. Marvel Contest of Champions, they were good for a little while. Same deal, though. Oh, I'm going to it more. I'm going. Wait, no, I gotta go to the GCPD. Wait, what am I going to? There it is. I can't fast travel back to the Belfry yet. I just started the game, Ex-Mortal. Well, if you're forced to watch something Dragon Lord, you're not going to be really invested in it to begin with. I loved the anime. I thought it was great.
Busy night at the station. With any luck, it'll make sneaking in that much easier.
Where is it? That way? Okay. And the anime is pretty different from the game. But, like, anybody who forces you to do anything, you're just not going to be more invested into actually trying to enjoy it. World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV are both live services. They've been doing it for years. There was just no name. It wasn't called live service then. I'm about 35 now, Hollow Shinobi. This is the start of the New Game Plus thing. I didn't play all week. We were playing Grounded. We're at the end of that one. And I was playing Cyberpunk in my own time. And I've been doing a little bit of Persona 5 Strikers, but I got Persona'd out doing all Persona 5. So I'm kind of like taking my time. Where's the entrance? There? Okay.
What's going on? I can check that out. Make it through the academy. Let's check.
I don't know. Other than the 4-player mode, they're keeping quiet about everything. I think they just wanted to see the overall thing. That's, yeah, AFK Arena does that too. They just keep expanding. Like, all those mobile games do it properly. Then when it comes to all these, like, console games, everyone, they're like, we're a live service! So we're going to get you content and form. You know what's another game that I tried that's basically a live service? Evil Dead the game. That has taken so long to come out with that me and my brother and our 2 friends played it every night for 3 months. And they took so long to come out with content, we've just stopped. The game is great, but I'm tired of waiting for one survivor to come out. Give me something significant to do.
Now, if I was a morgue, where would I be?
The morgue's on the far side of the bullpen. Make sure the cops don't see you sneaking around.
Maybe I can find a way around.
Goddamn freaks. That's my daughter's school.
Sorry, mini rant about all the stupid hate that, like, my favorite genres get for no reason. It is Ex-Mortal.
Eat the student body! Barbecue the rich! Make it spicy! Shut up! What's going on over there?
Oh, I've been playing this since launch, Hollow Shinobi. It's amazing. I thought it was a great game. It's not perfect, but I think the issue with this one, I don't even think it's the 30 frames per second bullshit, because, I mean, if you really want to play 60, it's on PC. Go play it. I get the argument that I bought a PS5 for 60 frames. I agree, but that doesn't make the PS5 more powerful. The game chugs sometimes with co-op already, and they wanted co-op to be the priority, not the single player. I think the issue is that it's following up on Arkham Knight. Everyone just wanted another Arkham game. Like, this is the shadow of regardless of it not being connected to Arkham, not being an Arkham game, not anything like that. This is the first Batman game, Batman-themed game, since Arkham Knight. People just want another Arkham title. People didn't want Gotham Knights, and I think that's the issue. I'm loving it, and I feel like a lot of hardcore comic book fans are loving it, but I think that's where a lot of the problems come in. They just... And when you already don't want something like Dragonlord, you not wanting to watch Cyberpunk and your friend forcing you, you're gonna find things you dislike about it. Like, if I wanted to find issues to bitch about in this game, I could find issues to bitch about in this game. It's not going to be difficult. Or I could just enjoy it for what it is, which is what I'm doing.
It was clearly an accident. Have you seen the pictures?
We close cases here. You want to play detective, Rook? You're in the wrong city.
What's that?
Things have changed a lot since Commissioner Gordon died.
I mean, even Rocksteady's not making another Arkham game. We're not getting an Arkham name. We're just Arkham's done.
Guess not just anyone can
Rocksteady did the 3 that they wanted to do. Arkham Origins got backlash because it wasn't from Rocksteady. So that's it. Rocksteady's doing the Suicide Squad game now. Speaking of DC games, it reminds me I'm wondering if they're going to get... Oh, yeah, no, we're still getting the Wonder... All those the games are not being canceled. Where's that guy? There was another guy walking around. It's not just this one. Boom, 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 boom. No, you don't. Are you kidding? What did you even say? You weren't even on my floor! Stealth in this game's a little wonky at times.
You better back up. It's over.
It was so they can have that final goodbye, Maeve. Like, so because the Gotham Knights never got their true goodbyes. That's why they chose to do it. And I thought it was kind of heartwarming the way they chose to do it that way.
Gotcha.
I wish the traversal wasn't so different for every single character. I would have preferred just they've all got a glider or the bat cape. Like, Jason doing the jump is just weird.
These are forensics people. Did someone knock them out?
No, there's nothing left in the Arkham universe. They're done with it. It's not supposed to be continuing or whatever from what I've read and seen.
Is here.
Copy that. Be careful.
You know you can't beat me. My beloved has trained you well.
Didn't your beloved tell you to stay out?
You don't like using the teleport? I don't think the teleport's bad. Actually, it's one of my favorite ones, just because you just point where you want to go.
Besides, I'm here to clean up my father's mess, which in this case is the demon himself.
I mean, they claim that Ex-Mortal, the claim is tied in until they want to use Batman. I mean, that's really what it's going to be. I don't believe it's tied in. Gotham Knight was originally going to be a Robin game that was tied into the universe, and it's not.
Wait.
The thing is, Rocksteady's the only one who can technically move on that universe if they want to. But again, we won't be using Batman if that's the case, and I don't see that happening. I think I glitched the text, Tavia. I think it'll go away in a minute.
The ME already started Langstrom's autopsy.
You're looking for a biodecryption key, possibly a device that uses his genetic material.
I mean, that's all a theory right now. As far as we know, there's no confirmation that he faked his death. As far as the game ends, he dies, someone takes up the mantle. Did he fake his death? Is it Jason? We don't know. It's all left open-ended, and they haven't confirmed or denied anything. By having it in the Hall of Justice, it could be he's already dead, in which case they're going to continue the world. They could be like, oh, by the way, wasn't it weird that you faked your death a few years ago, and answer it that way? Or they could just not be in the universe, or like in this one where it's like, it's not in the universe, but if you look hard enough, a lot of stuff just ties together anyway. If once it comes out and there's something in there that actually ties it to the Arkham universe, then I'll believe it.
Keep an eye on his blood oxygen levels. An MMO fob. Did he not know about the app? Biodecryption. I wonder if fingerprints count. This is for measuring blood glucose. Does Langstrom's file say anything about diabetes? It's weird that you can be allergic to everything that lives in the sea. This guy was managing some significant health issues.
Oh, crap. I'm trying to remember this one. It was... It's on something, isn't it? The oxygen emitter... Where is the thing?
When you look really close, fat and muscle can say a lot about a person.
Give me the autosolve. The blood? Okay. No, not that blood. The other blood. What was this one technically? Oh, it's urine.
A modded blood glucose meter. That unlocks data with the right blood.
Again, you can have Arkham elements in it and it's still not a part of it. Again, this game was supposed to initially be an Arkham game starring nothing but Robin. I mean, you're talking about a trailer from 3 years ago.
Already on it. Be careful. They're sending in the big guns. Batman had access to GCPD systems, and now, so do I. Lights out, GCPD.
That works. Time to sneak out.
Until they come out with something that actually shows it in there and it's not just a half-ass being like, no, it's in the Arkham universe, but none of it makes sense because we brought Batman back and we're not even going to talk about it.
Entrance is secure.
Spread out. We'll find the perp.
Keep going. They've got to be here somewhere.
I mean, this Bruce model, I was looking at the thing. Hold on, I'm actually curious about this. Hold on. Because when they did the funeral, the Bruce photo they used... Bruce... It reminded me of the Arkham Bruce. There's a photo of Bruce in there. That's the Hush one. That's a blurry one. That's not going to help us. This is what I'm looking for here, but the angle they used for his funeral photo. At first, I thought it was just a reused thing from Arkham. Give me like a Bruce. Should have looked like in the new Batman game. That's not it. Here we go with these. I mean, they just updated the model from Bruce. He still has that, like, super squared out jaw. The jawline right there. Yeah, you could connect Arkham Origins to this game. That's kind of a reach, though, just because they've specifically been stated that it's not in the Arkham universe at this point.
Belfry, I see the exit. Nice work with that light trick.
It was nothing. Now hurry back so we don't worry.
And they look pretty upset.
Do be careful, sir. It really wouldn't do to
Until it comes out, Ex-Mortal, I don't fully believe that. Did you know that 3 Jokers is in normal canon? Because they said it is? It's by no means at all in normal canon. Did you know that Doomsday Clock is in proper canon for the DC Universe? Explain how that even fits. Till it comes out and it actually has direct links to Arkham, I don't believe it. Because I half expect that game to come out and Batman's just alive running around with zero explanation. Maybe if it had come out closer to Arkham, it actually would have worked out. But exactly, Dark Crisis is in proper canon. Marketing teams say all they want it. It doesn't mean it properly applies. We also haven't heard anything in 3 years. Who knows what's changed since then? Like I said, this started as a Robin game that was supposed to be a tie-in. Dude, I was running that Hollow Shinobi when he stabbed himself. I'm like, what was the point of that? Just to headbutt Roz? Roz got right back up.
Hearing loss. Human experimentation and trials?
That looks like cash payouts to volunteers.
I have not, Sewell, but I can skip to it. I've got them opened up and I was catching up in the subs.
They're all known gang
I can just see what happened in it. Hold on.
So Langstrom was doing
I've read the manga.
on criminals.
You're crowding me.
I'm way ahead of where this is. Oh, I gotta mute that.
Give me that! Perfect timing, Alfred.
Hey, I forgot how sweet your setup was, Babs.
It's ancient, but it'll do for now.
You and Master Bruce are the only 2 people in the entire world who would consider the Belfry systems ancient.
While researching Langstrom, I also called up all we've got on our party crasher.
I don't know where that is in the fight, and I don't want to talk about it. Riley, who actually asked? Who was that one?
Her presence in Gotham.
Sewell. I don't want to talk about it just in case I'm ahead. I know where that's going. I don't know what's revealed in this particular episode. And I doubt you want me to start throwing out what direction the actual show goes. Because that's just a lot of the fight scenes. I couldn't figure out where in the book that is.
Would just find Talia.
Now, Rocksteady Doomsday Clock could be awesome. That would be cool. I can see that.
Yeah, I can double check Talia's kunai for trace materials that we can track.
We should also hit the streets. Find out if anyone had any beef with Langstrom.
Sweet. Time to bust some skulls.
Yeah, that's the last trailer. The actual reveal where they stated the Arkham Knight connection was at Fandom 2019, Ex-Mortal.
I can't get over
Nothing's been said since there that it's going to be in the Arkham universe.
Good riddance. Going in a Lazarus pit once is hell.
I mean, you can argue all you want, and I'm allowed to have my opinion. I don't think it's going to be in there. 3 years ago, they said it's going to be a part of it. Cool. When it comes out, if it's got Batman in it, it's not. So we're going to find out. Congrats, Trey. You love the Belfry because the idea is technically speaking from Detective. Yeah, oh, I love this one too. I love the Belfry too, by the way. Oh my God. Fuck, I forgot how many. Okay. Well, everything's opened up. Let's go over to Red Hood. $100% Maeve. I mean, I'm on New Game Plus, so.
Seems like Dr.
Wait, that's still on the screen. All right, hold on. Let's reset the game because we found a glitch. Glitches, that's my 4th total glitch in the game. We had a few that bugged out in the side missions, so.
There's new information on the board.
All right. Well, I think they avoided linking this one to Arkham to try and avoid all the direct comparisons. It didn't work. I also think it's partially because if you think about this from a live service standpoint, which is what the game probably was going to be initially, almost every villain has been done in the Arkham franchise. So how would you properly do that? You would always be tied to what happened in the Arkham franchise, which isn't inherently wrong. You could have done it. But I think that's why they chose to not link it to Arkham so they could do whatever they wanted with each of the characters. I think that was the plan. I'm just trying to clean this up because, like, holy shit. Still like this suit the best. I don't know why. The Talon's not bad. We can go Talon. Where's Talon? Oh, no, his Talon's bad. It looks like he's a band. Like he's the leader of a band. Let's go with Metal. Hey, Ocean Sauce, thank you so much for that subscription.
Seems like Doc.
You surprised they haven't gotten the undefeated developers to make a proper Superman game? I don't think I played Undefeated. Which one was that one? I'm surprised we don't have a proper Superman game. The argument that you can't make a good Superman game, I think, is just kind of dumb.
Different than I'd imagined.
Of course you can make a good Superman game. You just need to not do rings. Like, you don't, like... You mean to tell me that there are 0 ideas for a Superman game? I don't believe that. That's just not... I'm not saying I can come up with one. But I bet you I could. Alright, let's... We got to unlock the game again. I wish New Game Plus skipped this. Oh, I agree. They've all been terrible. But then they stopped making them under the argument of, well, we can't do a Superman game. We can't do it right. Like, you mean to tell me no one has an idea for a Superman game? No one. Yeah, I'm actually surprised there wasn't a Green Arrow, especially when Arrow was such a hot commodity on CW for so long. Undefeated is technically a student game made free to play on Steam. Oh, I'll have to check it out.
We need officers near Harrow and D'Angelo. We have a possible explosive device reported.
Bombs already away.
Keep your peepers peeped, Dad.
Take it easy.
I mean, if you can't think of anything that doesn't require combat for Superman, then just make a straight Superman game where he goes to War World or he goes to Apocalypse. So when you're there, everything makes sense that you're fighting them. Like, it doesn't have a portion where you go into Metropolis and you get to do stuff as Clark Kent. He gets information, goes through a boom tube, now he's against enemies that he can fight. Like, what's good, Jin?
Don't worry, it won't blow. Just stay here and don't say anything.
Well, that's a hit.
Oh, I'm surprised at that too, Colton. Just because I don't like him doesn't mean that I don't understand the value of a story-based DC game. But Telltale itself shut down, so that's probably why. I do all the basic training again? Okay. Oh, I gotta interrogate freaks. Okay. Aren't they up north? Oh, I don't have fast travel unlocked either. Shit. All right, bye, coppers. Freaks are up here, aren't they? God damn it. All right. Telltale just got too big for their britches. They wanted to make a game about everything. Made too many games, and too many of them weren't selling, because when you flood the market with your own product, it becomes a problem. They just came out with the new Tales of the Borderlands. Dragon. That literally came out like last week. Yeah, I don't like the motorcycle. I really wish we had more than just that motorcycle. Maybe a Batmobile. Maybe a Batmobile tank. Oh, shit, we're in Arkham Knight again. That was the Borderlands devs? I thought that was the Telltale guys. Oh. Well, my mistake on that one. I tried the first one because I loved the Borderlands universe, and I didn't finish the first one, so I definitely didn't play the second one. Sadly, these games are mostly rushed. This game's been in development for like 5 years. This isn't rushed. The first announcement for this game was 3 years ago at the Fandom. Even if they started then, which I don't think they did, if you have anything to show, be a cutscene or anything, that's still 3 years in development. That's the reason it's locked at 30 frames per second. Because when they started, this game was probably a year or two before that announcement, which means that it was being built for PS4 and Xbox One. Which means at the time, 30 frames was as powerful as it was going to get. That's why things like that happen. This is nowhere near rushed. I found out about this 5 years ago, yeah. When DC Lego Supervillain. So I think that was the early pitch stage. So at the bare minimum, that's at least when the pitching started. And they were working on it from that phase. But the announcement was 3 years ago at Fandom. Which means at a minimum, if the game that I saw was a different game, this game has at a minimum had 3 years, but there was enough time to make a trailer for Phantom. I mean, I do agree a lot of games are rushed, but the game that I'm playing when you make that comment is not... If you want games to take longer than 3 to 5 years to make, then we're going to get 30-frame FPS games that look like they should have been on a PS3 era for a long time. See, I just like the new guard. I don't know why. All right, we got to find some freaks. No, I don't think it's bad, but some people have like a heart attack over 30 frames. Oh, the Avengers game, that I'll agree with. That felt rushed because I don't even know if it was rushed. I think COVID got it in all honesty, but it definitely felt rushed, be it COVID or not. It felt like a rush game. I don't mind super bulky, Jason. Powers, I mean, does fit into his comic books. Just that stuff never worked out well, so they never did much with it.
Shut him down! Put this hero on ice!
I've actually never read the Bone comics. I've heard about them for a long time, but I never got around to reading them.
I didn't know the mope was dead! The guy gave us good money.
Yeah, technically did get announced in 2017, which is why I think COVID got it more so, but that announcement was literally just a shield, a hammer, and an Iron Man mask. All right, Tevye, thanks for hanging out today. I appreciate that. Yes, there is a new Wolf Among Us coming out, Twisted. I thought they made the new Tales from the Borderland. Mob. Okay. That's true, yeah. Well, that's why I think COVID got it. Because I remember early on they were saying a lot of their issues were the fact that they had to work remotely, and they did not have a system built up for that at all to properly work remotely. I feel like that game needed at least another year in the cooker. Square rushed that thing out to make their fourth quarter earnings, and it was a terrible idea, and they tanked the game. Do we have confirmation that Wolverine is in the Insomniac universe, or... I mean, I know they're making it, but are they going to share the universe as the Spider-Man? That'd be really cool. Hey, what's up, Vish? All right, let's find some gang members.
That's it. We almost got it. Here comes the boom.
I'm just getting warmed up.
I never should.
Damn it, I think I killed the one I could interrogate. Worth it. I have read the IDW Transformers comics. Those I do enjoy. I haven't read them all, but I've read a good chunk of them. Whee!
Just about got it.
Red Hood!
Can't lose today.
Your buddy Langstrom was murdered. Spill it.
I was trying to find a copy of Wolverine Origins so we can make a video on Ben and Friends, our YouTube channel, about Wolverine Origins. I cannot find a playable copy of that. I think I gotta go, like, buy a PlayStation 3, buy Wolverine. You know what? We're gonna do that, okay? If you guys could donate, what is that gonna cost me, like 20 bucks at this point? If you guys get, how much is it actually before I make that joke?
Talia's location at least. You might as well talk to her. I'm sending you the coordinates now.
Got it. Thanks.
Before I make that joke, how much is Wolverine Origins? Oh, it's not bad. Okay, okay. So 40 bucks for Wolverine Origins. And if I get a PS3 again, $50. So for $100, we can make a video on Wolverine Origins. Are there PS3 emulators? I don't emulate very many things. I used to do it when I was a kid for Pokemon games, but I really haven't messed with it since then. You think they confirmed it? Like, I don't know either way on that one, so if you say it's been confirmed. But wouldn't it be cooler to own Wolverine Origins and a classic PS3? No, it wouldn't be cool to own them. Well, all right then. Play PS3 Arkham Origins. I was an Xbox 360 guy during the PS3 era. Yeah, the movie, however, was not. The game was amazing, though. Batman. From what you found, Wolverine's the Spider-Man universe, but there's no plans for a crossover. Okay.
Belfry, I've nearly reached Talia's location.
Remember, no matter what she says.
When's the next Skylanders game? When's the next Spyro game? Let's go there. Yeah, I feel like it's like they're gonna go mystical. Give them the All Blades Trey. I agree with you on that one.
Talia, you know you're not.
There's not rumors. They confirmed they're working on a Wonder Woman game. That's all we know about it.
Commander. They cast me out.
There's a trailer or like a teaser where it like shows her with her stuff.
His daughter didn't inherit the job after his death.
That's why I'm bringing back all my streaming efforts. We're gonna do superhero games in Warframe, where you're basically a superhero, in Destiny, where you're basically a superhero, and then back to Warframe, where you're basically a superhero. When Pokemon comes out, I'm gonna be a kid superhero with pets. We're gonna stream that, a co-op game on stream.
If Bruce was Raish's heir, why did Raish kill him? That makes no sense.
I agree. It was an irrational whim. I warned him the Batman would be his downfall. But repeated exposure to the Lazarus pits.
Oh yeah, we should do Infamous. Can't I play that one on my PS5?
Their true self is
Hold on, we're gonna look after this.
So, instead of giving Raish another chance at resurrection, you stabbed and burned what was left.
I don't really have time for Warframe today. We would only be on it for like 30 minutes, so that'll probably be the next thing we stream. We'll do this and that on rotation.
Closure for the League. And for me. Now they want me dead.
The only way to go to Warframe at this point would be to get off now and do an hour of Warframe. So.
I have other matters to.
Second Son is good. I like Second Son. Yeah, I did Champions Online back in the day.
The funeral was tasteful. I'm sure Bruce would have appreciated it.
And then Last Light. Last Light was a lot of fun too.
You still haven't answered my question.
No, but I can ask you one. Why would an apprentice to the cowl break into the morgue? I know you weren't following me.
It's an ongoing investigation.
Ongoing. Left behind by Bruce. I wish you the best of luck. You'll be needing it soon. Because once the League regains its footing, Gotham will be in its sights.
I do agree. The Wonder Woman game, the closest thing is we have is AC Odyssey. And Comics Experiment, I don't know. We kind of creatively tapped out with Comics Experiment. We're bringing it back. We are, but it can't go on Comicstorian is the problem at this point with the way that the way the internet is on YouTube at this point. I have to make one video type on a channel, and I already break that by doing one video type things. We're looking for Infamous, right? Yeah. So I think Comics Experiment is going to start getting filmed probably this week now that we're no longer rushing for 3 different things. And we'll be putting it up on AMD most likely. That's where it'll move to. So that way the only oddball stuff on Comicstorian is going to be the list that we're doing real soon. Second Son, the first one, and Last Light. Are they ever going to make a 3 to this? Do we know? Did they say anything about making a 3rd one? Because Second Son was great. So was First Light. Can I just fast travel back to the Belfry yet? Yep, okay. We're going to go until we unlock our fast travel again. Who made the Infamous series? Because they're making something else right now, aren't they?
So Harley contacted Batman using, I don't know, a homing pigeon and a USB drive? And that's how we got this
I'm very
video?
confused. Why am I going to play Madden and NBA? If I'm going to play any sports game, I got to play NHL.
Babs. Help?
Well, thank you so much, Jessica Drew 1610, making sure that we all know that you're the original.
Bruce never talked to me about it.
When Bruce worked with criminals, he didn't exactly keep us in the loop.
Yeah, it's not you, Tim.
Ah, Ghost of Tsushima, which was incredible. One of the platinums I have on my PlayStation.
Play it.
Right now, we're just working on getting through the New Game Plus until I get to level 40. Then we're going to work on collectibles, and then we're going to beat New Game Plus, beat the Man Bats. That should mostly get me caught up on everything.
Hiya, Betsy. Been a while. It's weird, because I heard a rumor that you were dead.
Oh boy.
Anyway, I got what you wanted. Hope that ain't what got you dead. So come visit me at Blackgate. Ooh.
Wait, hasn't Harley Quinn been out of Gotham ever since, you know?
I played so much Ghost of Tsushima, I hated it. I got the platinum and the DLC dropped, and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. I've done everything there is to do in Ghost. I cannot play the DLC.
That what you meant. Rumor has it she did some government thing. Went straight-ish. She's got something.
Then we go find Harley. Now.
We have new clues for the board.
Yay, Jason's got more abilities.
Do you think this Harley thing is real?
I love the multiplayer in Ghost of Tsushima. If I had a group to actually play it with, I'd probably finish it all the way out. But I got to the raid level and I couldn't find a group to play with.
Yeah, but why would she help Batman? Or us?
Bruce always tried to give criminals a chance to rehabilitate. Maybe she was thinking about going legit. For all of 2 seconds.
Oh, I already tweaked her out, huh? Oh, let's see what new ability I can give her. We'll get her up one more level and finish the knighthood for her, because that's one of our trophies we need. And off we go! A machine gun kunai. I mean, still in the raids kind of defeats the point of doing that stuff. Sucker Punch made infamous. Will we ever get Teen Titans game not based off the cartoon series? I would agree. Could be amazing. I'm pretty sure Batgirl and Jason are the two that I go between the most, although I do bounce into Tim.
Like a bat out of hell.
I should go buy all the classic systems, and that becomes what our stream is. When I'm not playing Warframe, we're just playing old superhero games. What do you guys think? Would you be down? Would you watch every weekend we play old superhero games? We'll go get a PS2. We'll start with some PS2 Spider-Man titles, right? Right? What do you think? Why don't I play as Nightwing and his perfect ass? I don't know. I never really played much of them. My brother played most of them during the playthrough, and I never really leveled them or worked with them. The Super Nintendo Batman game. We're going Game Gear? I don't even know how you would stream that. It'd be my camera just looking at the Game Gear. Guys, I glitched it. I'm not supposed to be over here. Shit!
Those guards don't look too friendly.
I walked over the wall. Shit!
We'll just take the back door then, wherever that is.
How do I get back over there? Can I go this way? Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. 3 beers and a retro new gaming channel show. That is not a terrible idea at all, Colton. What would be the first old school superhero game though you would want to see on the gaming channel though?
Watch your step. Blackgate is super old.
PS1 Spider-Man for the early 2000s. I mean, I loved that one. The one made by Treyarch. The skateboard guys. We'll start with God, you guys just want me to hate doing this new idea, right, huh, Chad? Just we're gonna write to Superman 64 is what we're gonna go to, right? Let's start with things that at least have an HDMI cable, so I don't have to go through hoops and fucking crap to try a new idea. I think that's a loaded question, Scully. I don't think it's better than the other Batman games. I think it's a different game. Oh, I'm loving it. I mean, I'm literally on New Game Plus. I could have stopped at any point. I decided to go... Oh, I ran around a circle. Oh, wait, what's that? I decided to go with my... get my platinum with you guys on stream, because I'm going to platinum this game. Which, if you're wondering what I have left, such actually looks. I don't even know. I do know I got to get to level 40, which is what I've been working on. Nope, that's Cyberpunk. I doubt I'll get that platinum. What do I got left, anyway? Not earned. We are getting... all the training exercises, find all of Bruce's hidden recordings successfully. So side quest, time trial, side stuff, maximum level, unlock all momentum abilities. I gotta like do the time trials for that, I think, is what's missing. Collectibles. Acquire 50 mod fusion. Annoying 2-second thing I gotta do. Craft a legendary set. And then I think one of these is man bats, which we basically the recommendation. Knighthood abilities. 10 man bats. Feral talons. Missing pages. So collectibles. And prevent 250 crimes. So. But first thing I need to do is really get to 40 so everything's unlocked. Hey! Thanks so much for that subscription, Twisted Joker. Crack-a-coom! Again, Princess, I need something with an HDMI cable. I don't really want to buy all the hookups to get like a Super Nintendo here to stream.
Time to find Harley.
The X on her map corresponds to cell block 3, past Nexus processing.
Despite being spoiled about the game and trying to do the rest of the game, Let's Plays, some of the puzzles are not hard.
Anything goes in there.
Oh yeah, Batman Beyond game would be incredible, Jessica Drew. And yes, Batgirl is thick. I'm not complaining. Are you? I mean, technically, so is Nightwing. Nightwing's pretty thick in this too.
He tripped.
Sure he did. We're getting more rabbits every day. I'm not paid enough for this shit.
None of us are. We'll stop him in solitary.
Ooh, Hulk Ultimate Destruction. What is that on PS2? We could do that. I could, Colton, but I'm trying to not go all in on like buying tons of stuff right away. But we're gonna try an idea that my history right now is gonna burn out in like 2 weeks when it comes to gaming. Gaming's the one thing I can't seem to make work. Remember?
Is that Harley on the PA? Party balloons and a riot? Harley can't be far.
Systems operation.
I do wish that there was a counter button though. Like I kind of understand why that was removed. Oh.
Thanks for the warm welcome, Harley.
The classic Ultimate Alliances? Those are on PlayStation, aren't they? You guys gotta make me find one of those classic PS1s, the little ones. That's not what I have to do.
Well, well. If it isn't Brat Girl. You here for a chat?
Oh, those aren't bad to get at all. They're like 20 bucks.
I got ice cream.
Oh yeah, that's definitely why I'm here.
Mm-hmm. Was it too much to ask for you to visit earlier?
You have some information for Batman. What is it?
Wait a second.
We got a local retro store nearby. I could probably go see if they got the stuff.
For real? Well then. He asked me to profile some criminals. Unacademy being a...
Yeah, I don't think that'd be possible, Trey.
With the added experience of being an actual criminal.
I like this Harley design. I do like this Harley design a lot, Chad. Nothing to calm down about, Ex-Immortal. We're all grown adults here.
No more
We can
games,
enjoy their
Harley.
designs.
Show me what you've got.
Everything is in this book. But I'm missing my piece de resistance. I need you.
Ultimate Alliance is...
to
Oh, yeah, I'd
follow
have to
up on
buy
this
that,
here
huh?
card. That'll make it perfect.
Oh, that's not too hard to get. It's 18 bucks.
You
People
could
have it.
just give me the whole book. It should be down in records.
Yeah, you can go for it, Colton.
Okay. Bye.
It's okay, because she's not real. I had that argument with Natalie yesterday. So if you don't follow the podcast, I wake up every morning and I do artwork. I just do sketches and stuff like that from back when I was in college and I did artwork, right? Back when I was a student, you'd have to go buy poses or pay to get a model to come in and pose to get anatomy poses. Nowadays, you just follow a dozen cosplayers on Twitter and they get in all kinds of weird poses to do their cosplay, and boom, free pose art for me to work on. But that means I'm following a lot of Twitter profiles that also like to throw themselves up as nudes, which I just got to scroll through. And she saw one of them and she's like, "Oh, this is why you're following them, to see nudes. Why are you scrolling through?" And she said it like my husband's looking at nudes. Why are you doing this? And I told her the reason is simple, because all of these photos on Twitter, if I'm not looking for artwork stuff, I skip them because they're not real. They're all like super heavily edited with zero blemishes, zero problems, perfect skin, perfect angles, perfect lighting, the whole night. They're not real. They're just as real as the CG girls or the anime girls. Okay, Spider-Man Web of Shadows may be hard to come by then, Riley. She was asking why I wasn't stopping on them. Like, what I'm saying is, if the cost, I mean, that's what they're doing. That's, like when you go to like a professional porn thing, do you think they all look like that? No, they're all dolled up. It's not real.
Elevator back by processing. That probably leads to the basement.
You haven't been able to get Web of Shadows? What's it on eBay right now? Let's see.
Tonight is looking up. You are so complete with that.
I'm searching eBay while dodging you. Ow, 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 Valley!
This one might hurt.
Web of Shadows is $13, man. On eBay. $13 or best offer. $35 to buy it now. $12 to buy it now.
Could be trouble.
Hey, what's up, Plane Crazy?
I should check that out.
Let's invest. That girl.
This ends tonight, Batman.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love anime girls and CG girls and everything like that. It just falls into the same bracket. At least the way I look at it. $42 for the PS2 version. I don't know where you're finding it for that much money. Oh, my knee hurts so much right now. Colton, is that a Spider-Man bong? No, this new version of Spider-Verse Jordan 1s I need. I got the Shang-Chi ones I wear all the time right now, and then I got a second pair that I never put on. Whee! Oh, joystick. Okay. I thought you just sent me a Spider-Man bong.
You mean no one's gonna stop us? The guards got their hands full. Huh?
Got me a hero here. Do I care myself? Go after her.
Lots of bruises coming up.
It is possible to enjoy aesthetics and have an adult relationship. I literally do. Not everything has to be a sexualized thing. You don't have to look at every photo and be like, man, I want to see her without her clothes on. You got to say it creepy, otherwise people think you're actually being creepy.
Time to check the card catalog.
Where is it? Down there. Do I start down there? Yeah, start down there. It just didn't prompt it yet.
Interesting.
I think people like to confuse appreciating aesthetics. Like, I can appreciate a well-groomed, good-looking man and, like, a well-toned body. Doesn't mean I suddenly want to have sex with men. It means I can go, dude, you look fucking awesome. Like, if I was into that, if I was sexual, I would totally bone you. But the same thing applies to, like, women. I can appreciate, like, good cosplay, good aesthetics, good angling, all that other stuff, especially from what I do with the art stuff, and not look at them and be like, man, take off your clothes. Jonathan Majors, holy shit! Man, Barbara Gordon be thick in this game. Picture her without her clothes. Listen to me like, you can make it real creepy real quick. Isn't it in this one? Yeah, it's in that one.
Aha. This must be what Harley was looking for.
Oh, yeah. Chris Hemsworth. I mean, Jensen Ackles. You're right. You got them all right there. Henry Cavill. Come on.
I think I've got what Harley wanted. Now to get her to give me that book.
I mean, if I got that shredded, I would want you all to be like, man, what's Benny look like without his clothes on? I have both of those, Riley.
Wonder what Harley wants from that particular record.
No telling what Harley's thinking, but I'm sure she has a good reason.
I can't leave these criminals alone for 1 second.
Got some boots incoming. We're gonna show them we know what's what. Vigilantes right here. Not going to scare me back. High five, boy.
Henry Cavill leaving The Witcher. I mean, that gives me no hope for The Witcher show. If rumors are to be believed, Henry Cavill said he would not continue The Witcher unless they followed the books, and that the writers said they don't like The Witcher stories and they want to just do their own thing. If that's to be believed, Henry Cavill then immediately leaving gives me no hope for where they're taking The Witcher if now they just want to go off book and off game. Like, what's even the point? Why? I hate that. I absolutely, positively hate that when shows and shows and stuff like that are like, hey, we're gonna take that thing that you love, that you have a passion for, that you enjoy, and we're gonna change everything that makes it the show. We're gonna get your show, like Halo. We're gonna take Halo, and we're gonna change everything that makes it Halo so that I can tell my science fiction story, because I don't like the original stories for Halo. I didn't bother reading them. So I'm gonna do my own thing. Then go make your own goddamn show. Don't freaking change Halo. Another example, someone asked me the other day, they're like, dude, what do you think about the Scooby-Doo show? I'm like, the Scooby-Doo show with Velma? I think I'm not going to watch it. I think it's going to be trash. I don't think it's going to be Scooby-Doo. They're like, what? I'm like, look, I don't care about the race swaps. That doesn't matter. You can have a black Shaggy. We can have an Indian Velma. None of that matters. You know what matters? It's not Shaggy. It's Norbert. You know what matters? There's no Scooby. You know what matters? Oh, it's about 4 kids in high school solving murders in their town. So you just made Riverdale. You didn't make Scooby, you made a cartoon Riverdale. And I'm supposed to be like, yeah, Scooby-Doo!
Am I done running errands?
Well, guess what? I don't watch Riverdale, so I'm not going to watch the Velma show. No, I know it's his actual name, but when have you ever seen anything involving Scooby-Doo where this is Norval Rogers? Half the people, when they said it's Norval, didn't even know that that's his real name. So you're not making Shaggy, and you're not bringing in Scooby.
You really can't ever.
I mean, why else do they want to call him Norval? Because he's not going to be Shaggy. So let's use his real name. He's going to be a proper individual. He won't smoke weed. He won't be hanging out eating dog treats with his dog. We're going to make a proper individual, upstanding. What? What?
Play nice.
Hold on, we got to turn off that music. It doesn't work on stream. Sorry, guys. Boop, 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 boop. Here, you know what I'm going to do?
Of course. No other way but through.
There you go. Now we're gonna change it up. This time we're gonna do like an actual song. This is better music anyway, guys. Don't worry about it. Woohoo! Huh, huh, ah! Come on! Oh! No! Boom! I don't know if the name of the song pulled up, but some Arknights. It's the new one for Horn. I think it's like March On. March On Arknights. March On Arknights.
What now?
Honestly, I have a theory as to why they decided to change him from Shaggy to Norval for the Velma show. It's because they wanted to make one of the cast members black, so they decided to make it Shaggy. But then they didn't want the black guy to be the token black guy who's just smoking weed and acting stoned the whole time. So they were like, crap, we can't really make that Shaggy without falling into a trope that the black guy is the one who's going to be smoking weed. So let's make him Norville, and we'll change him around a little bit so he's not acting stoned all the time. That's my theory. I haven't seen the show yet, and I probably won't watch the show, but... Wait, what about PC and everything? What do you... Oh, political correctness. I mean, that's been a thing since we were... Everyone is just more aware of it for some reason recently, but like when we were kids, Doug's whole thing was everyone has a different color because I want people to be aware of different color changes and stuff like that within races. Like cartoons when I was a kid were all about that kind of stuff. It's not new. This whole political correctness era doesn't apply to wanting to race swap people. That's not politically correct. That's just I want to race swap people. Which doesn't matter in the end unless you're completely changing the character. Then, why did you race swap them? If you want to make Shaggy black, just make Shaggy black. But he still has to be Shaggy. That's fine if he's Shaggy. But if you're going to make him Norville, you're not making Shaggy, are you? You're just making somebody that's the black member of Mystery Inc. that isn't Shaggy. What's the point of race swapping Shaggy if it's not Shaggy? Yeah, exactly. Just make a new character if you're not going to... Because now you're just wasting the name. Now we can't have Shaggy because you're using Shaggy, but you're not using Shaggy properly. It's the issue with Cassandra Cain in the DCEU. They decided to completely change her character. She's just, oh, can you get hit by the train? Nope, stop. They completely wanted to change her character. Why? Why change her character? Just make her Cassandra Cain, and if you're going to make a completely different character that Harley Quinn's going to relate to, don't make it Cassandra Cain. It's not like she had David Cain over there and she had an orphan suit in a closet. You just made a new character. Oh, no, that was entirely for the headlines, to rename him to Superman right before they decided to push out that they now have a gay Superman. I don't think there's anything wrong with John being bi. John never had relationships when he was a kid. And it wasn't even the writer, Tom Taylor, who aged him up to make him bi. He was aged up by Brian Michael Bendis, who wanted to tell a story about John being lost in time. Then he came back, Tom Taylor took over and decided, okay, well, I'm going to make him a bi superhero. It's like, okay, that's fine. Make him a bi superhero. But I got a feeling marketing was like, but we're going to call him Superman for that announcement. So we're going to have Superman leave. Even though Superman's actually not leaving, he's going to go ahead and say that John is Superman. And that way we have headlines on that.
You're watching GCN. I'm Rashid, Gotham's trusted.
Thinking about what happened at Blackgate, Ms. Gordon?
Can't believe I let Harley
The
play
Tim one is an interesting decision, but I do understand why they chose to do it. It's quite obvious that due to what happened with the Superman buy, that they wanted to have something similar in the Bat family. Because love it or hate it, John Kent, Superman is now bi, made headlines all over the place and was everywhere. You can do what you want. It did help sales, okay? Like, you can look at the sales numbers. That book is selling like crazy. So it was quite obvious that on the higher-ups of WB and DC, they were like, okay, well, if John Kent Superman is selling well, and we were able to get media to pick it up and actually talk about it by declaring the Superman is now gay, we got to do a similar thing for the Bat family members who don't matter and we want to make bigger. And guess who in this game right now was not popular? Tim. I don't think it's inherently bad to have Tim be bi. I think it was an interesting decision to make it Tim. We have a huge, huge Bat family. You could have easily done it with so many of them, and not one that has like a 10-year relationship already established in comic books that was going to get hate because you have a character with a 10-year relationship in the comic books.
What else did you expect?
I mean, that's all my theories on it, Vanilla Cookie. I have no evidence that that's why they did it with Tim.
Something's going on.
Megan Fitzgerald, the one who wrote it, she might have just had a really good story and wanted it to be Tim. It may have been her choice. But it just seemed like a weird decision to me to do that, especially after you just got done reestablishing Tim and Stephanie like a year ago.
How did I miss this? Oh, right. Harley's stupid system makes no sense.
That's just it, Bernadette. They went straight from, hey, we're going to get him back a spoiler, to, okay, now he's just going to date the dude. And I really feel like they were like, hey, the Superman is gay thing worked. You got a lot of sales in Superman. That book is one of the hottest selling books on a monthly basis. Let's try that with some other member of the Bat family. It's just weird that it was Tim. Of all the characters. I mean, Dick and Babs is a thing, so you can't do Batgirl, you can't do Dick Grayson. Damien's too young. He doesn't have any relationships, so they don't bother with that. Jason is just not in a relationship ever.
Everyone else in here, except he served his sentence.
Another Batwoman push would have been fine. Or take one of the other obscure characters in the Bat family and actually give them background, make them into a character, and not just, here's another member of the Bat family, you know?
He definitely runs more than liquor through that bar.
But instead they wanted the headline, Robin is bi. That's what they wanted.
If you wanted a fake ID, Tim.
It reminds me all the way back to when Green Lantern is gay was on the headlines. So they made the headline Green Lantern is gay. Way back in the day, there was 2 X-Men who were getting married. It was a big gay wedding that was going to, and I mean gay, it was like literally a gay relationship. It was going to be a gay relationship wedding in the X-Men book. And they announced it and they made a big deal about it. A new book had just started, Earth 2. And they quickly, immediately after that wedding was announced, suddenly you had headlines that Green Lantern is now gay. DC is making Green Lantern gay. For those who like to argue that comic books are woke now, this was 2011. So, sure. Yeah, they're now woke, even though this was 11 years ago. But anyway, this was issue 2 or 3 of Earth 2, 2011. Suddenly headlines came out that the Green Lantern is gay. Maybe it was well-intentioned. Maybe that was the intention all along. But you couldn't help but look at it as the X-Men just announced the big wedding of the 2 characters. And now you immediately are announcing a Green Lantern is gay. And you're not clarifying that it's the Alan Scott of Earth 2. You're announcing Green Lantern's gay. That's what you're announcing. At a time when Hal Jordan was still a primary character in the books. Yeah, and I could see that being what his intentions was. But up until, for everything that happened with the gay relationship, it felt like it could have easily just been his wife. Like it wasn't going to be his husband. And it was a quick swap because the character didn't matter. And it didn't matter that the character was gay. And that might have been entirely what they were going for. But to have it follow up immediately after the X-Men announcement and then immediately go into, oh, well, by the way, we have a gay Green Lantern now also. And then the relationship that he had in there was like, oh, this is my boyfriend, husband. Oh, he's dead. Oh, okay. Like, it was so weird and so quickly announced and so quickly came out. But that's also why I laugh at the people that argue that nowadays, comics are so woke. I won't go buy comics because they're woke. Then you haven't been reading comics. You haven't been in the world of comics. 2011, they made headlines because there was 2 X-Men getting married that were gay, and there was a gay Green Lantern that had come out. Like, you haven't been reading comics. This isn't new. This isn't something that's just now happening. Comics have always done this kind of thing. I mean, there was arguments in like the 60s, 70s that Batman and Robin were gay due to that whole entire movement that they're a gay couple. Yeah, they weren't in the comics and that wasn't a thing, but that was definitely being pushed. So they had to come up with Batwoman and Batgirl as a way to, oh, no, they're dating these 2.
They have a lot of unstable materials in that building. I'll go take
You mean to tell me? Yeah, sure. We all know nowadays that was just a push to try and like swing conservative views and all this other stuff. But you mean to tell me in that day and age there wasn't people who were running around going, oh my God, they made Batman and Robin gay. What kind of an agenda are these people pushing? I don't want a gay Batman and Robin. I mean, this is not new, guys. This has been a thing. The X-Men's are an analogy for the civil rights movement. I mean, like, those are the ones that irritate me when it looks too obvious that they're doing it to get brownie points. You know? Like, that's what it looked like with the Green Lantern thing back in the day. I didn't care either way if he was gay. That didn't bother me. It felt like they did that change last second as a way to get brownie points. And this is coming from a guy who's been in a straight relationship for the last 15 years. What I did before that, we'll never discuss, but... The X-Men wedding felt like a real big deal. Like, oh, this is something that's been coming for a while. Whee! Like I said on the podcast the other day, I did the research. Are comics actually woke now? Do we have a disproportionate amount of LGBTQ or women-led comics or people of color comics? No. We have the same number we've had for 10 years. There's like 4 or 5 women-led comic books. There's like 4 or 5 people of color-led comic books. And there's like 2 LGBTQ-led comic books. And then there's like 39 other ones. The Lost Years.
Next stop, prison.
I mean, I was a low-level drug dealer who got into a car accident and ended up in the military, guys. I mean, I've made that very aware. My life is nothing what it is now.
Hey, wait. This wasn't a fair fight.
Grunter, yeah.
Locked. No surprise there.
Beat it. This is a dumb cutscene because he's just like, I don't know, you gotta go do shit. Okay, cool. So Alan Scott of Earth 2 is not the Alan Scott of normal Earth. So yes, I think Alan Scott's wife was in there because normal Alan Scott has a wife. Now, recently they've had Alan Scott. It's actually kind of an interesting story because Alan Scott's in his 60s and now deciding that he is gay. And like, that's a story that you never see told and you hear about it all the time. Older men who, because of prejudice back in the day, just got into a regular relationship. And now they're discovering that they're gay. And so in their 60s are discovering, hey, this is what my life would have been. So doing that with old Alan Scott and Earth 1, that's a story that you never see told. That's an interesting story. But just making normal Alan Scott of Earth 2 gay, that was just like, okay. And then you killed the boyfriend. So that's that. All right, X-Mortal, you have a great one. I hope you enjoyed the movie. I thought it was great. Alfred, where are you, Alfred? Alfred?
In today's Gotham,
Penguin refused to talk. It's like he doesn't take us seriously.
You may be surprised to learn Batman struggled with similar challenges early in his career. So for
I'd say 6 months, Maeve.
Elsewhere in the
I mean, if it sells well, which I'm hoping it did, I see 6 months. We'll get something.
To cooperate.
I'm hoping it's another member of the Bat family, or a like Battle for the Cowl kind of thing, where everyone's trying to argue over who the actual Batman is.
Rest of Gotham.
Gotham may not know Batman is gone, but it certainly feels his absence. There has been a marked increase in gang-related crime.
Not to mention Oswald's own business dealings. Maybe if we mess with those, plus a few other crimes, he'll feel like talking.
You've also received messages from Lucius Fox and Detective Montoya. They may be able to help.
There, we can get fast travel back, so now we can work on other things. We're gonna go unlock that, and I'll probably call it for the day, because I got people coming over in an hour to play board games, guys.
Funny, he used to say the same thing about Batgirl.
Yeah, you've been around for a while. For like 10 years, I just thought your name was Vanille. Oh, what? Listen to the recorded message? Shit. I gotta go talk to Lucius Fox.
An encrypted message from Fox.
I'll play the new Sonic game. I'll do it on stream if you guys want. Although right now I'm just trying to find time, probably tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow to do some Warframe streaming. I just got to get in the habit of streaming, and then I can come up with a more consistent schedule.
Let's meet in my building. I'd like to give you them in person.
Lucius Fox wants to give us flowers. Does he know couriers exist?
Knowing Lucius, I suspect he has something far more useful for us.
But I'm gonna figure out something, a more consistent schedule. But yeah, I want to do some more Warframe. Is this the recording? Okay, there we go. In the apartment. I don't remember any of the big statues in the apartment. Hello, Laura. Welcome to our stream. Where are you, Lucius? Give me fast travel. Tara McGinnis is the true successor of Batman? I mean, I do think it's a good story to tell, but it's kind of Elseworlds. I do think the proper successor is Nightwing into Terry. Like, for me, that's the missing piece. Like, going from Batman to Terry just feels a little off. I loved the cartoon, and I love the idea of Batman Beyond. But for main continuity, it just feels a little off. But for him to go from Batman to Nightwing to Terry feels like that missing piece that makes it all kind of flow and make sense. Look at that butt. Every time I'm doing the glide and I angle it to the side just to kind of get it like a cinematic kind of view, I'm always like, oh yeah. Yeah, they really worked on Batgirl and Nightwing's butts. Nightwing's got a crazy sculpted butt in this game too. But he doesn't glide, so you don't get like that weird side view. I'm enjoying it, .x. We're getting new abilities. Like, I can finally start actually fully unlocking the characters. This is just him going, I'm going to give you some form of fast travel. Boom, bam, here you go. Do I have to go unlock them all again? That'll suck, kind of. Talk to Lucius again?
I'm dying to try this baby out. How do I start?
You're getting ahead of yourself. Before you can use the bird, you'll have to clear a path for it.
Whatever I need to do.
Jess West is the best.
He's not content to have jackboots on the ground.
Gliding all over, trying to get into a habit of streaming. Next up, we're going to be doing some Warframe tomorrow.
If they're looking for you when you try to get airborne,
They won't hesitate to take me down. What do you recommend?
A creative programmer could convince those drones to overlook certain targets. But for that to work, close-up scans would be required.
For once, I'm not the one who has to handle the programming. I'll get you those scans, Mr. Fox.
The cops have the city divided into sectors, with a set of drones watching over each one. Until you scan all the drones in a sector, consider it a no-fly zone.
No.
Damn it! I gotta go get them all again.
Drones are taken care of.
It's dumb.
No problem.
I'll send
Well, I
you
know
the
what we're doing
location
next
of the
Gotham
first
Night
one so
stream.
you can get to work.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Where's the Lucius thing? That's the first one? Yep. Damn it!
Oh, it's you.
Well, I mean, I could do the Resident Evil, but isn't everyone doing Resident Evil tomorrow? I mean, if you guys give me a fun horror game, I'll hop on tomorrow night. We'll do that. I'm in New Game Plus, Hayden. Yeah, I think Guillermo del Toro's work is great. I can't say his first name. Her talent outfit is actually pretty cool. Check this out if you guys haven't seen it. Hers is the cool one. See? Wait, what's his Netflix show? Probably Red Hood is my favorite at this point, Hayden. I'm doing some Batgirl right now because she's my second favorite.
That's a surveillance drone. Scan each one in the sector and send me the data.
And then I'll be free to fly back here whenever I need to.
Once I reprogram them to look the other way, yes. I found another set of
So yes, for those who are wondering what's going on with these streams, I'm gonna just stream at random times for the next week and a half. My goal is to come up with a viable schedule of 4 days that you can expect me, and I'll stream for 3 hours at a time. We'll primarily be doing superhero games and probably Warframe until I get caught back up. And that's going to be my goal, to get back into some kind of a light schedule. It will be canceled anytime I have other work to do, because that was the whole reason we stopped doing streaming to begin with, because I do have a very packed schedule of 5 channels, 2 businesses outside of YouTube, like all that stuff to work on. But that's what I'm going to be working on, so we're probably going to try something tomorrow. If you guys can give me a horror game, cool. Otherwise, we'll do Warframe. Warframe can be spooky, trust me. I mean, we got Comicstorian Full Story, Tales from the Mind, Ben and Friends, Absolutely Marvel and DC, Dungeons and Ale. There's the Shorts channel, which literally just got into the algorithm, which is hilarious.
How do you want me to get the data to you?
Look at her cape, though. Isn't that cape cool?
The shields when they dock at a station. That's when you go in. Shouldn't be much trouble for someone with your skills.
So when the drone stops at a station, I can move in. Copy that.
What more am I forgetting, Vanilla?
Congratulations, you have your pilot's license. Anytime you want to fly to a new area, just scan all the drones and I'll take care of the rest.
Well, okay, I was naming ones we're actively working on. Okay, so now they're all there, and if Princess Jazz is right, these are all locked. Well, I got 2 of them. God damn it. Ah. That's Tales from the Mind. That's the Silverton one. The reason we didn't call it Silverton, like outright, just be like Silverton, is Andy doesn't want to be walled into only doing Silverton projects. We're probably going to write up a miscreation one and some like action short stories. But we got a lot of ideas for different stories. The point of that is to just make a bunch of proof of concepts. They'll either get turned into comics, they'll get turned into other projects, or just be a channel where we make our own stuff. Either way, don't have to worry about copyright if I own everything, right? I like the claws and the feet. And since she does a lot of kick moves, oh god, those hurt. But all right, guys, we are going to... What happens when I play with somebody's level 1? Yes, you do. I scaled down Felix, but you get all your abilities still. So, all right, guys. Well, like I said, we're going to be trying to get back on a proper schedule of 4 days a week, 3 hours at a time. Not more than that. My ADD kicks in, and I get maybe way down the road, but we're going to start with that. Check back tomorrow night. We're going to probably do some Warframe or a horror game, and then we're going to get back to our Gotham Knights working on the Platinum here. And I like the idea of doing classic games, but I'm going to see if I can get my hands on a copy of Wolverine. So I got to buy a PS3, and I got to buy a PS1 if you guys want to see Spider-Man. And we'll do a classic, ultimate. I'm going to have all the Sony systems here, I guess. I like that idea, though. But we'll be working on it together because you guys are awesome. You're all helping me support all of this, get it off the ground again, and I really appreciate that. So I'll see you guys here back soon. I'm going to go shower finally and get ready to play some board games. Cabinet of Curiosities. Got it. I'll check that out. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you soon.